What's up, Salesforce junkies? Alex here from King Cloud Consulting for today's video on integrating Salesforce with Databricks. If your company is using Databricks, chances are you have a data scientist or two that's building some sort of big brain predictive models there. Now, what if we could use these models to equip our Salesforce users with the model output? For example, to be proactive about an opportunity that's at a high risk of falling through. That's what today's video covers. The integration will be bidirectional, so Salesforce opportunities will be written into Databricks, and Databricks predictive model will output an opportunity risk and ship that back into Salesforce. Let's start on the Salesforce side. Now we have a total of 31 opportunities here. Every time an opportunity is created or updated in Salesforce, this change is not only stored in Databricks, but it also triggers a job in Databricks that calculates a new opportunity risk. And it pushes that right back into Salesforce, all in near real time. If we take a peek at Databricks together, you'll see that we have a catalog with a bronze schema dedicated to storing this raw data. Again, all 31 opportunities as mentioned are represented here. Now, those of you with an experienced eye may also notice that we have a gold schema here as well for Salesforce opportunities. Now, taking a peek at this table, we notice three simple columns. We got opportunity ID, opportunity name, and most importantly, risk. The gold schema is really for enriched data, and think of that as data that's been given an Iron Man suit. This risk column is populated by a predictive model running in Databricks every time a Salesforce opportunity is created or updated and subsequently pushed into that bronze layer. Now, back in Salesforce, let's pick one opportunity here. This first one for what is that? Identifying decision makers is the current stage, and we actually say let's jump ahead to negotiations. We've progressed this deal along, and sounds great, but is it? Well, first things first, let's go back to our bronze schema in Databricks. We'll refresh the page and just to make sure the data is updated. And yes, okay, we can see that this first opportunity for Burlington Textiles is now in the negotiation stage. But more importantly, what's the new risk assessment? Well, if we go to the enriched table again, now that gold layer, and we refresh that, we should see the Burlington Textiles opportunity. And there we go. It's changed from a high risk to a low risk as it's progressed through the stages. Finally, though, and most importantly to all this is when we jump back into Salesforce, and I want to refresh the opportunity page here, we should see, again, in near real time, might I add, that the latest risk assessment is in fact represented in Salesforce. The team is now armed with the latest data to help them close the deal, get more accurate forecasts, and so on and so forth. As always, I'll wrap the video up with some technical nitty-gritty for the nerds that have stuck around through to the end. Just about any integration involving Databricks will have to consider the fact that the Databricks REST API is predominantly designed for job management and not data management. In the case of Salesforce, we prefer to use the flow builder to listen for record upserts and deletes and let that handle the trigger to Apex code, which is what actually makes the post call to the Databricks API with the associated job ID. Now, the job itself is defined in a Databricks notebook, and it handles data manipulation, it handles data processing, storage, as well as chaining any further downstream jobs, such as running a predictive model in this case. Now, if you're getting real freaky with it, you could always trigger Salesforce events to write to an event hub, like a Kafka cluster, say. You can have Databricks subscribe to this hub and then ingest the data in a way that makes it more of a pub sub setup. Now, this setup does tend to be more complex and costly to stand up and maintain, so we don't normally recommend this approach, but it's something to consider if you're looking at kind of a large scale deployment whose real-time performance is mission critical. That's it for today's Salesforce and Databricks integration. Drop any questions in the comments section below or contact us directly with our contacts in the description. Take care, y'all.